Hello YouTube, this is Navis7, and here I am from a very long hiatus. Same reason as all the other hiatuses, just a funding issue of not having money to go out and get cool new stuff. But a pre-order that I made way back in December finally came in, and here he is. We've got the SH Figuarts Masked Rider IXA. This is one I've been really looking forward to, and this figure does not disappoint. And since this is also one of the first edition ones, I don't know if subsequent ones will have it, but as you can see, he's got a display base too, which has been hit and miss with the figures. It's generally like the first wave of them get this, and then every other wave doesn't. But you can get these figure bases separately. HLJ has them, I know for sure. And these bases are killer, and I highly recommend them if you do want them. But here we are. We have a faceless and a body with no accessories. I'm doing this primarily to show IXA in all of his two different modes and to really show off the accessories. But here he is, I have him on display base right now. We're going to take him off the display base for just a little bit so we can really see this figure here. He's white, so unfortunately he's really kind of blanched out. You know, if I'm not really careful, he kind of gets overshadowed, but he's got amazing detail, all this intricate work in there. I mean, my camera isn't picking up, but I mean, all of these little tiny sparks in here. It's got double jointed shoulder pieces with the shoulder armor separate, so there we go. It's got the usual, he's got the double jointed elbows, which it's harder to see on this figure because his forearm guard and his bicep guard, obviously, they really combine. Consider this is a heavily armored rider. He doesn't have the double swivel waist joint, but it's still a ball joint right there. It swivels right here. So it's double jointed knees with that knee armor part, which I just love. I love IXA. IXA's probably my second favorite common rider. Well, Nago's my favorite version of IXA, but I love IXA. There's a Rising IXA limited figure coming out. I'm going to do my best to get that. We'll see. That's, you know, obviously, just like everything else, funding issues required. But let's start to get a look at some of the accessories, at least, that it comes with. Comes with two sets of each. As you can see, I've got a splayed open hand. There it is. I've got a fist. And he also has two semi-open hands, one for each hand. I love these hands because they are the IXA hands, so it's a custom piece. So it's got the armor knuckle kind of look to it. But anyways, we'll start out with IXA in well, how we would normally see him in the rescue mode, or what do they call it? I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've watched Kiva. I've totally forgotten what the mode's called. But anyways, it's always how we always first see IXA pop up. And so let's play that because he does have two heads. And so here we go. Attach first head. Dun, dun, dun. This is always how he transforms. This is always how he starts out with. Even when he very first time he appears. So you can see he's got a little slot there. And we can attach his henshin belt. The IXA knuckle. We attach it, and he's also got his fusils. He's got one with the steel fusils, which only used once in the show. He used the Garu steel the Garu sable, where he mercilessly beat Kiva. And then we've got his regular fusils, which he uses for special attacks. Click and there we go. And as you can see, we got a pretty imposing and incredibly show accurate looking figure here. And then, if we really want, we can take this hand. I'm going to pop it off and give him his more open hand. And then we're going to come down here and take this off. And sure enough, he comes with half of his henshin belt. Oh my god, I wonder what this could mean. I honestly have no idea. And just clip it in there. He's got half the henshin belt. I have no idea where this is going. Oh my god, he's got this huge fist. He's got his IXA knuckle. And so we can attach this here. And you can get him into some pretty fearsome IXA knuckle poses. Generally for the figures, I like to use the splayed open hands, but for IXA, for some reason, the fist just works so much better for him. You know, since IXA is a brawler several times throughout the show, so fist is appropriate. And as you can see here, we can get some. As for SH Figuarts, which you all know that I praise so much and I recommend so much, you can get some pretty dynamic and epic looking poses here. But anyways, moving on to my favorite parts about the figure, where we're gonna take this off. And you can use that in either hand, depends which one you like. I always like using the right hand as the attack hand. Put his regular henshin belt back in here. And it does fit very tight, so you do have to apply some pressure. You also have to put it on the right way, which I was not doing right there. But as always, too, he's got the die-cast ankles, which helps him stand, which is always great. Makes some great display toys. They're great toys to play with, too. I love playing with these guys. But all we're going to do is decapitation! Dun-da-da, and when he recites Figuarts, please return that life to God. You can... There's a problem with the neck since it's got that double joint. Sometimes if you don't get that perfect click in right from the start, he will, you know what, 1 second. And through the use of shoddy editing, there it is. You kind of have to turn that neck piece forward. I wouldn't want to switch the heads too much. I would be worried about that joint breaking. I've never had an SH Figuart actually break on me. I've had a couple parts fall off that for the most part I've been able to reattach them. I've been able to find the part. But I do get a bad feeling that that head joint could probably snap off if you're not too careful. So just a warning, although I still highly recommend this guy. I'll get back to that part. But we have his IXA in gun mode. And we can just take that. And this does require a little bit of sliding stuff. Of wedging and pulling and wedging. And it just barely fits, but it does work. And he can carry his IXA with this extensively long clip. And unfortunately, it doesn't clip in. That would have been a cool gimmick, but it's one that I'm perfectly fine without because you also get his IXA in sword mode. As you can see, it is a mighty, mighty sword mode. And as always, you can get some pretty epic poses. You can even get, you know, decade wannabe poses if you wanted to get that in there. But as always, I love these SH figures. I got this guy from HLJ. IXA does cost more than your average SH Figuarts figure. Your average SH Figuarts is generally $25 before shipping and handling. He is $30 to $35 shipping and handling. But he is so worth it. I highly recommend picking up IXA. If you haven't gotten any SH Figuarts figures, I would say that this is a great one to start with because he's got all kinds of accessories and is loaded with epic goodness. Just look at that shine. I love it. This guy will look great right next to Kabuto. Which this makes me happy because my entire dream team of Kamen Riders is going to be available through SH Figuarts. I will have that updated when I have the dream team. But anyways, this Navil's 7, I would highly recommend. I give this guy 10 out of 10. Without a doubt, easily. No questions asked. I would recommend picking him up if you do have him. If you do have the ability to get him, I would highly pick him up. HLJ has him for pre-order again for the next wave. Big Bad Toy Store will be getting them in soon again, I'm pretty sure. And eBay is generally a good choice too. Again, I do want to apologize to you guys for such a long hiatus, and it's probably going to be a long time before I get another video up. I really do apologize for that. I really don't like taking so long, but funding issues means it's getting harder to get some toys. And I do want to get some more American toys back up here. I'm not just going to keep doing these imports. I will have some American toys for everyone up here as well.